This is a lovely spot. There's some picnic tables here, a lovely stream and a bridge. So I'll show you the sign that will tell you where you are. So it's the bridge stream picnic site at Hob Hay Wood, and have a nice walk. Right then, off we go. Make sure we go the right way. Love the sound of rushing water. Nice. So it's a varied walk. We're in the woods at the moment. We've got some meadows and things like that, and some views. Slightly uphill. We're sort of on the slopes of Frodsham Hill. That's where we are. And wild garlic, it's sort of run its course now. That sound you hear, they are shotguns, but it's a clay shoot, so nothing was harmed except the clays, because it's marked on the map. I haven't been there. Some steps, but we're not going that way, tempting though it is. Gotta go back the way I came. A few lanes as well as paths. This is good stuff. This is to absorb all the wet, because there's been many dry days, and they've decided to put that so that you can walk it when it's been wet, or in the winter a bit more, without having to take Wellington boots with you. and yeah, stone doesn't match the path, but after a year or two it'll blend. Have a look behind us. I always look left and right, because when I watch somebody's film I think, why didn't they just, can we not see what's there? And you can see into the distance there. That's across the River Weaver, of course, which is in the dip on the other side. Little pond there, not used for fishing or anything, just wildlife, dragonflies and things, frogs, amphibians. That's a sign for the wood here. Welcome. Clean up after your dog. Yeah, some nice farms there. And we head down this little lane. You can see a wind turbine there, and I'll just see that. See a bit more later on. Hey up, this van's coming this way. Not a lot of room. There's a park there. Kiddies Park is probably there to empty the bin, that guy. There's a little surprise here. Not that van, but that building. Oh, look at that. Look at that there. I'll go on about the surprise in a minute. I was in that area along the Weaver, and then it joins up with the Mersey there. But the surprise here is the allotments. Look very nice as well. It's a shame they've got to put these thieves beware, you know, somebody nicking somebody's. I don't know, it's just beyond belief. That's a good view, that, of the wind turbines. Yeah, bit of variety on the walk. That's Frodsham wind turbines. There's some more at Ince, which is further towards Ellesmere Port. There's another path there that heads down towards the River Weaver. Oh, this is a caravan, somebody stopping there, they're not in the way. Yeah, they call it off-roaders, aren't they? There's a Canadian I follow. There's many different. He's a solo off-roader, but it's a bit different. He's in the Canadian Rockies and up in the high, right in the middle of depths of winter. He's got his little dog with him, and he's got a bike, and everything he needs is in this customized van. He's a tough cookie, so he needs to have knowledge of electrics. He does all his own repairs, unless it's things like welding or heavy job needs to be done. Yeah. Foresty Forest, if you want to look him up. Little Canadian guy, but don't be fooled. Only enough he does all that and he's not constantly moaning, you know. He's just gets on with it. And his quality of life, I'm thinking, is, yeah, he cooks his own food and everything. It's remarkable. He's recently linked up with another female one, but she's off to where her roots were, which is somewhere in the Philippines or something like that. So there's a lot of bloggers, and they're on their own, but they do meet up. Particularly, you know, they got more to deal with when they're meeting with a fellow YouTuber. Yeah. Wide open spaces now, at least on one side. Have I gone past? Oh, there's the viaduct. See that in the distance? Yeah. I can't see it really. Oh yeah, I can just about see the screen. Put that back onto. Yeah, we've got to go through this little gap here. That's it. anyone use that? I'm not going to use it. Going into the edge of Frodsham now. I'll pause. We don't watch a car going by, do we? It was a white Tesla. There it is. Some guy doing some pointing on his house. Or it could be somebody who's paid to do it. It's the Frodsham Road here. And Ellis Lane we're on. That's a step up to the home. There's no doubt another one on the main road, but it's yeah, I gotta go back this way. Ellis Lane. I've just got a short distance. And when I'm finishing will be familiar to some that have seen some of my other videos, well, a recent one. I end up by the Causeway Bridge here at Frodsham, and where I'm parked is at Frodsham Quay. So I'll try and cross this road and survive it. I'll just keep moving. I don't want to stop it. I'll stop near the. Technically, I've marked it as Frodsham Quay. Let's get across now. You get an idea what a small parking area it is, and there's also a man who runs a business there. It's a garage. So if you can imagine that bridge there, that's the River Weaver. And the last walk I did, I turned left here. See where those trees are? Before the bridge. Went round to the left there. followed the Weaver. Right, that's it then. Thanks for joining me. There's a Chester bus. And I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.